Okay, we are back. After restarting the stream, I got constantly disconnected. Sorry about the hiccup. So let's just see if the stream is going or not. I just quickly go back to this one. Hopefully and now it's good. And now I see myself. Awesome. I see that the stream is going. Hi guys. Restarted the stream. Sorry. It seems that fate is a little bit acting up today. Welcome back, everybody. I hope I didn't cause too much trouble with this, and we are getting back to painting the name of Nathan. Nathan's suggested name onto the last Custodes because he was such a Chad that he donated £10 to the channel, which made him eligible to immortalize the first name he submitted into the chat, which I would like to request from him to do again, because I had to restart the stream. If you could do that, Nathan, it would be awesome. So long story short, the veterinarian kept calling me in the last 10 minutes. That's why I had to go mute and come back again, because we were getting disconnected constantly. And it turns out that one of my beloved little birds just died in the bird hospital, which is shitty news, but it was expected, because I had a bird a couple of years ago that acted the same way, and of course death soon followed. So this happened again. So it was a couple, a female and a male diamond dove, and now only the female remains, unfortunately. So Tuesday I'm going to be picking the remains up, and probably I'm going to make sure that he returns to the flora and fauna from which he came from. Anyways, let's get that out of the way. Since we are restarting the stream, we are just gonna make the pleasantries again, not to be out of context. Hello, brother doctor. Glad to have you back. I hope Nathan is here as well. And I would like to request Nathan to submit name again. I believe it was Palladus, but I am not sure. So please, Nathan, submit it again. Or if brother doctor can confirm that the name was Palladus, then I will begin painting that name onto the base itself. In other news, GameMad.eu decided to sponsor the channel, so thank you very much to our friends over at in the Czech Republic, and looking forward to cooperating with them. They are sending me, so all of my sponsors, they do not send me money. We are in a kind of a hybrid relationship, which means that usually they send me stuff, and in return I do some promotions. So yeah, shout out to my top tier patrons, whom I thank very much for the support. And since I it's a shame. It's a shame, but I forgot my latest top tier patron. Sorry, stealth suit tier patron. I'm not going to embarrass myself with not knowing his name. I'm going to be putting all of the names of the patrons in the credits of this live stream. But thank you to all of them, and special thank you to Asmogan, who donated $30 in the last session via Super Chat, which made him eligible to be immortalized as a Custodian Guard. I'm going to take these guys to tournaments. And with that $30, well, guess what I have gotten, since there's a loot reveal promised as well in this stream. Boom! There you go. The out of production Custodes dice. So I'm not just fooling around with taking Custodes to tournaments. I have now got the official and a very expensive Custodes golden dice. So let's just pour these bad boys out and have a look. Ooh, the texture feels awesome. So let's just have a look. Which one is the 6 and which one is the 1? I assume that the Thunder Raptoris, I think, or the Raptoris Imperia, what is it called? The skulls are the 1. Thank you very much, Brother Doctor. The skulls are the 1. The Custodes sign is the 6. And I gotta tell you, the texture of the dice, I'm a big dice fan. I have dice fetish, but the textures of these dice are extremely pleasant. So let's have a quick look at how they roll. So we need 2s. Are you fucking kidding me? Nathan just donated £100. What? Dude, I'm having shivers. Stop. Oh, fuck. Oh, my God, he did. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Nathan, come. Oh, no. I really don't know what to say, man. Oh, dude, I really don't know what to. Oh, fuck. Come the fuck, man, up. Oh, Jesus, that's a fuck ton of money, man. You didn't need to do that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you, man. Thank you. So, Patinus, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna register that right now. Patinus. Patinus was the name. Keep that head held high. This is from me to help with the new setup. Oh, man. Man, thank you very much. May your little friend fight the enemies of the Emperor forever in whatever plane of existence. Blessed his epic bird presence. Fuck. Oh my God, man. You didn't need to do that. You really didn't need to do that, man. I don't know what to say. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. I'm speechless. Just give me a second. Sure, you won't be missing that money, man. This is a whole lot of money, especially in my currency. This is... Oh my God. I'm not gonna delay anymore. I'm just gonna paint the name, because fuck, man. You deserve every second of it. Thank you very much, man. Let's put these back. I'm just gonna roll these later. Ooh. Well, yeah. Actually, it's my wife's birds, because she just fell in love with them. couple of years before, I think 2 years before, and just picked them up. And yeah, it was like they were kind of cheap in my currency. But they were very nice. They were very nice, and I took care of them because wife had other obligations. So coming back to that, thank you very much, Asmogan, for the super chat last time. With your support, I was able to buy the out of production Custodian's dice, which I can take to tournaments. And bling bling, thank you very much, man. Also, thank you very much for the patrons over at Patreon. With your contributions, I bought some brand new, very high quality Citadel brushes, so I can finally put these veteran brushes to rest and hold them as Plan B. And of course, I barely have any words right now for Nathan X 2000 just donated 100 English pounds plus the 10 pounds super chat from the last stream. I mean, all right, let's get to work. Oh my god, I am touched beyond. You didn't need to do that, man. There was no need for that. What is money in the context of someone's passion? To me, it's nothing. So you have earned it. Same with Asmogan and his dreams. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. You're awesome. It's just like, not because of the donations, not because of the money. And I mean, I know that they call you simp, but I'm sure that's not in a derogatory way. So, but man, you help a lot. You helped out a lot. All right, let's get to this. I'm going to remember this Custodians for the rest of my life, man, with this name on it. So let me just adjust the camera a bit. It's too close. Let me just adjust it. And I dropped it. Come on. Gotta pull myself together. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. I was joking. Last stream, yesterday, there was Captain someone in Asmogan's chat donated $100, and I was just joking. I was like, "Oh, dude, please come to my stream as well. I also do Warhammer." It's like, well, and now this happens. My wife's gonna flip. Jesus, I'm just gonna set this aside. And thank you. I will be gooding that fucking. I think this is called spoonerism. So I will be putting that money to a good use. I promise that. I want to buy lighting, and since I will be having a very nice table for my kill team battle reports, lighting will be essential. So I think that's going to go for lighting, and I'm setting it aside for a streaming laptop as well. Whatever the priority, but man, oh my God, I'm shaking. So here we go. What is it? 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 8 letters. So PTTENUS. So PTT patterns. Okay, so I'll think I'll start here, and with everything it starts with a straight line. And of course, you had to pick something with an S in it. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. And yeah, I feel very sorry for that little bird. Uh, I was supposed to pick him up tomorrow, just to bring him home to see how he will behave and how his. That's a fucking good pee, if I say so myself, especially for the first try. So I was supposed to bring that little fluff ball home just to see if he's going to be okay at home eating the standard seeds. It's basically a finch diet, um, and he was. They said that he was going pretty good because he was sitting on the little perch. He was eating. He was getting scared and wiggly when the doctors reached in to the cage. So it was like, oh, that's my little boy. We called him Papa Bird because we were too fucking lazy to give him a proper name. And and yeah, and I got my hopes up, and believe me, veterinarian. My last month's YouTube income is going to be paid for the veterinary bill, and I'm not even kidding. I think I will be paying like at least 7,000 forints, which is about 200 euros. But I was like, when I found him on the bottom of the cage and all preparing to die, because I know when a bird is going to die, I've seen it. I said it, well, what are our options? Nobody is going to have a $7 bird just like going to the hospital, and it's like most of the people are like, oh fuck it, is just gonna die in a corner. He's just gonna die in a corner, and we're just gonna buy another one. It's like that's how most of the people, at least here, think. And I was like, I mean, I just can't wait, and I waited enough. I just can't wait to have that bird just quietly like breathe out its last breath, and in the morning I'm just gonna wrap it up in a piece of like table cleaning tissue and just throw it into the trash can, because like, come on. And I was like, fuck no, I am going to take this little bird and to the vet, and we roll as we roll. And yeah, and I revived him halfway because he was giving up. I said, no, please. I was seriously thinking about just turning back halfway. It's the veterinary office is like a couple of blocks away, and I was like, no, I'm going through with this, and I don't care how much. I don't care how much it costs, because I just can't leave. I just can't leave one of my pets just to die. Fuck. Come on. Gonna make this video private. No. Because my gotta get a grip on myself. And I'm sure the vets did everything they could. And yeah, things were looking out to be on the upward spiral, so to speak. And now I got the phone call that the bird died. And I was like, awesome. But I think, and the bill is going to be sky high. I paid for that bird like $7 2 years ago. The bill is going to be at least like, I would say, $300 ish. But I don't care. It's family, and we take responsibility for the animals we keep. And yeah, there's going to be an autopsy, which is basically in the price. And after a week, basically the young, well, I would say relatively young bird passed away. Hopefully, without suffering. And yeah, we will see what caused it, because we are afraid that his other, so his, what is this in English? Not the couple. So the female bird, which is now alone. And I can't even buy another one because his mate, that's it, that's the word. So his mate is now alone, and I can't even buy another one because they choose mates for life. So I need to take good care of that last remaining one, because that's the only one we have. I mean, we have other pets as well. Like I have a cat. The Algerian viewer of, what's his name? Oh my God, I will be embarrassing myself again. Lions also has a cat. So we as a cat people, we as cat people, we kind of understand each other better. But yeah. Anyway, man. I mean, you're very kind-hearted, man. Very kind-hearted. If I ever go into the UK, I mean, not just for this, but anyway, you must be an awesome dude. So if you're up for a handshake, I would definitely give you a handshake. Hold on, I just need to clean the water. Jesus Christ. What a night. What a night. All right. Oh, it's somewhat cleaner water. And I always lick my brush clean. It's a bad habit, but but yeah, it's something I do. I'm just gonna put this here so people can see the awesomeness of this Custodes die set. We have successfully painted the letter P. Fuck. Let's just have that here, and we are moving. Texture check. Good. We are moving over to my other favorite letter, A. And okay, so that's that. Still can't believe it. It's dangerous, this amount of money, man. This amount of money, man. My wife's, as I said, my wife is sleeping. She's gonna flip. I mean, at least there's going to be some good news as well, along with the bad news. All right, so moving on. Let's have a catch up with the chat. Uh, it only shows you that he was a fighter until the end. He went peacefully. I feel sorry for the demons who and he was a little feisty one. I mean, he had a very mouth until I reached into the cage, and then they started like running around like crazed chickens. But it was adorable. I can post a picture later on Discord as well. By the way, you can join my Discord if you would like. I will fire up the Discord and put a link up for people who are interested. But these fine gentlemen here, Nathan and Dr. Kalkil, I hope I pronounce it right, are already members of my Discord. At least we know each other, yeah, on Asmo's Discord. So yeah. But I also have a Discord not as lively as Asmogan's, because although I have more subscribers than him, I am still kind of building up my community. And yeah, because I don't spend as much time with YouTube as I would like to. And that does not mean that I am distracted, because I have very serious obligations. I'm a father of a 4-month-old child, which turned 4 months this day. So he was born exactly 4 months ago. Man, these 4 months, like they're like nothing. They just rushed by. I seriously have no idea what. Oh shit. This is too thick. Is it? Is it too thick? Is this too thick? No. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's good. I'm gonna leave it like that. It's fine. So yeah, and as brother Dr. Kalkil pointed out on my Discord, I look old and chubby. And I was like, man, if you would have cortisol instead of blood in your blood, plus very little sleep in the last 4 months, because my wife is an absolute badass champ, because she lets me sleep and she is doing the brunt of the work in the nights. She lets my fat ass sleep. Okay, I'm not. Yeah, I'm kind of fat, especially nowadays. Wells today, but yeah, didn't have found the time. And yeah, I need to get back in shape. I really need to get back in shape, because I will die at 63, which means I have a good 30 years left to go if I don't start like doing some active training and cardio and losing weight. I need to lose at least like 15 to 20 kilograms. I don't know what's that in American, but most of you guys here are Europeans anyway. I don't know about Daniel Reimers. Daniel Reimers, welcome to the chat, by the way. Sorry for the late shout out. Dude, awesome donation. Well, you can say that again. Let us hope he was a good little bird and reincarnates into something nice. Absolutely. He was the best of birds. We are back. It seems that the stream dropped for a second. I hope this has nothing to do with connection. Anyway, just bear with me, guys. So yeah, he was the little bird was very keen on passing on his genetic material and multiplying. So he was a trooper. They had multiple, but unfortunately nothing really came out of them. Same with my canaries. I just cannot get them to breed. But I'm not a breeder, so I don't know. I honestly don't know. Yeah, if the stream just suddenly just grinds to a halt, wait a few seconds and it will be back. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. This is a shitty stream. The quality of it I mean the technical part of it. The stream is the best stream of my life. I mean, just Nathan just knocked it out of the park, man. You can't just throw. You cannot just throw 100 pounds on. Oh, by the way, look who's here again. Look who's here, Dorothy. Dorothy. Look at that. It's my co-pilot. Let's just get the tripod back in place. And continue this fantastic Custodes named Palintus. Brother Patinus. Patinus? I will look it up. Patinus. So yeah. Kitty cat, cicuska, ne zavarjál most, légy szíves engem, jó? Festek. Sic, majd később, jó? Sorry, I was just regulating the cat in Hungarian. Okay, so let's just distract myself. Say the word pattern without the R. That's how you say. Oh. Patness. Okay. All right. I used to study English. Bingo. Thank you very much. I used to study English and phonetics. So if you lead me to it, I would say okay. That was a good lead. Thank you. So petness. Petness is good, sir. Yeah. So let's just move on. Thank you. This is why I get jobs in the multinationals here in Hungary easier than most people. As I mentioned, I also speak German, and usually when they have something which is like, well, your language, I mean, your English is good, but you know, your German is like, usually I say, my dudes, everybody who speaks proper German left this country a long time ago. I am the best you have, so take it or leave it. And they usually hire me. It's amazing how recruiters are like totally out of touch with reality when it comes to the workforce in Hungary. Don't know what is up in England and Sweden. But yeah, I used to work for a Swedish company. Just quit 3 weeks ago because it was not my cup of tea. Technical writing, oh shit! See, I'm still drinking. Technical writing was not my cup of tea. So, I mean, I just had to stop doing it because it was horrible. The whole induction and the whole training was like, nope. With zero experience, they hired me because it's usually what they do, and they already assigned me to like 2 projects. And after the 3rd week of me not knowing what the fuck is going on, they wanted to get me working, and I was like, nope. And we have something in this country called a probation period. So for 3 months, both parties can just say, well, you know what? No, and just quit immediately with immediate effect. And that's what I did. This is the 2nd company in my life that I left this way. And I don't usually leave places, only if it's just like really, really shitty. And I just cannot stand it. And even my wife was like, Greg, just leave. Just leave. This is fucking horrible. and I left. So anyway, I will be global IT support now in a company here. I'm not going to name the name, but it has ties with the Czech Republic, and they make Windows. I mean, actual physical Windows, not the operating system. And yeah, I will be doing what I'm doing, low-level IT support. I like it because I get to interact with people, and I I know that kind of stuff. Plus, I'm always learning other high-level IT as well. So I'm into networking. I like networking part. I like the OSI model stuff, but something probably Nathan understands better. I think he is in IT. So yeah, IT techie as well. Yeah, well, I mean, I cannot call myself an IT techie. I the highest I got was I got admitted once I was working for an American company called Unisys here in Hungary, because we are the slave labor of Europe here, which is like still cheap enough to hire, but like perform well and give somewhat quality service, unlike some countries which are cheap and shitty. Not gonna name them here because it's YouTube. And what I learned from Asmogan stream last day, you guys in the West are walking on eggshells most of the time, and I'm pretty outspoken as an Eastern European because I don't care. We don't have PC in this country, but I need to be careful with myself. So anyway, yeah, I've been admitted to level 2 support, and basically as an English major, all I do is IT, and mostly in German language, because German companies love exploiting Hungarian workforce, and you can get hired very fast if you speak German. Wenn du Deutsch sprichst, dann wirst du Arbeit sehr schnell finden. This is my exaggerated German accent. Werden dem Arbeitsgeber sehr interessiert. Und du wirst Arbeit sehr, sehr schnell finden. That's how I speak German. Natürlich habe ich während den Jahren sehr, sehr viel vergessen. Ich weiß die Wörter nicht. Manchmal sehr, sehr einfache Wörter, aber ich muss Deutsch immer, immer üben und lernen. Translate, Sauerkraut ist deine Tochter schon 18 Jahre alt und so weiter und so weiter. So yeah. Strangely enough, we love Rammstein, so we usually listen to. My wife loves Rammstein and Till Lindemann, and she knows Rammstein lyrics by heart, and she sings in German. She has no idea what she is singing. She does not speak any kind of German whatsoever, and she's singing it like she's like, I mean, I don't say native, but man, I was like, and I was asking her because she's Russian. I was asking her, honey, what you singing about? Said, no idea. Sounds good though. Sounds cool though. I was like, oh, okay. Want to translate it? And like they were singing about rape or something, and she was like, oh, fuck. First introduced to Till Lindemann back accidentally coming across the music video. Praise. Oh, my dude. We very much like the, I mean, okay, let's put it this way. The Lindemann project, because Lindemann is, I don't think he is quite the sane person. And if he is, he markets being a psychopath very, very well. And Till Lindemann is Ich sprach nicht Deutsch, I speak English, uch svenska y poco Italia. Bianco pantalone, amigo. Yeah. Pasta di calzone, formaggi, and so on and so on. I mean, I learned Italian for 2 weeks. Then I switched to German because there was an opening in secondary school. Good for you. The more languages you speak, amico. Yeah, okay, whatever. Spanish, Italian, it's the same Latin shit. That's just me being an ignorant Eastern European. And most of the Hungarians say that, oh no, we're not Eastern European. Oh, the fuck no, we are. We just pretend to be like this. It's kind of, oh, we're not Balkans stuff. Just have a look at this fucking country. It's the Balkans. My apologies to anyone from the Balkans. I didn't mean to offend. How would you say, approximating you guys to Hungary? No offense. No offense, please, please, please. So yeah, and I was meant to study German, but I quit after only about 10 lessons or so. Well, that is interesting, friend, because to my understanding, they say that Swedish and German are pretty similar, but please feel free to slap me virtually across my face if that's not the case. Because they recommended me to study Swedish because I already know German. And they would say that it's a walk in the park. They said the same about Russian as well. I studied 3 years in the university. I studied 3 years of Russian. And it's like, well, the genders and the pronouns and the whatnot, kind of similar, but I would say that Russian is a very, very complex and a very, very beautiful language. I love it. I love listening to my wife when she talks with my mother-in-law, her mother, and when I just I just loiter around the room and I pretend I don't understand anything. But then I said that, oh, you were talking about this and this, and she's like giving me these puppy eyes. It's like, how the what? And I just like, I Batman myself out of the room and I disappear. It's funny. It's funny. And I messed up the A little bit, but not that much. So yeah, where were we? We were on with languages. It would be and I wasn't. German is harder by far. Swedish is laughably really now, really. Deutsch und Schweden sind auf der gleichen germanischen Basis aufgebaut. Das ist richtig. Soweit wie ich weiß, sie stammen von den gleichen indoeuropäischen Sprache. Das ist eine sehr, sehr alte Sprache. Und ja, sie sind verwandt. Verwandte? No, Verwandte? No, sie sind verwandt. Deutsch und Schwedisch. This is not my regular German accent, I'm just exaggerating. So, Deutsch und Schwedisch. Oh, and by the way, Fabian Dürkop, welcome to the stream. The hero of the day is Nathan X 2000 with the 100-pound super chat. Man, I still cannot believe it. I still cannot believe it. And he's a patron, by the way. So I double don't believe it. Not only is he a top tier patron, he comes here and just is an absolute mad lad. Thus, his chosen name will be immortalized on this wonderful Custodes model. And these boys, now that I got my auto production very, very reasonably priced loot Custodes dice, I'm going to take these boys, because this is Asmogan right here. I'm gonna take these boys to the next tournament, and I'm just gonna fuck everything up for everybody else, because Custodes are either like tear your face off, or I'm going to make sure that I will be unkillable and I might lose, but you're not gonna be top table, my friend. Yeah, I'm a sore loser, by the way. I'm a fucking sore loser. But I don't know. It's something I need to work on. I need to work on that because it's not a good trait. All right, double T. We are halfway through, I hope. So, Italian has a gendered system, but that one is very, very easy. If it ends in O, it's masculine, Fabrizio. If it ends in A, it's feminine, Aurora. And if it ends in A, it's, oh yeah, sure. If it ends in E, it could depend on the context. Yeah. Yeah. If I could, I would learn. Oh, okay. Maybe I would, when I will have some free time, or when my son will learn languages, I'm definitely going to push him towards Italian. So, or maybe just suggest that Italian is also a very, very, very nice, beautiful language. I mean, German's not bad as well, but I mean, Germans sound like a regular conversation in German sounds like they are fucking fighting over something. It's like, ich liebe dich. Yeah. Well, first he needs to learn Hungarian, then English, then Russian. And then he can start learning German and Italian. We want to learn Mongolian. I'm a bit of a Mongophile. Okay. I have no idea about that, how Mongolian is, but probably it's a very exotic. Very, very, very exotic. Okay, I'd rather not focus on the money, says Nathan, so much. More so the message it came with it. Like I said, money isn't everything to me if it helps someone else. Dude, massive kudos to you. So now we are going over to the letter E, Patnus. So let's just say this brand new artificer, this brand new base. Oh my god, brush, that's the word. Brush is brilliant. This is very high quality shit. Where's the rest of them, by the way? Ah, here it is. Okay, so I have a Citadel medium base and a dry brush as well, because I will be dry brushing, I think, later on. But for painting letters, this Citadel S base is awesome. So yeah, and coming back to me speaking Russian, I was like, I have 3 years of university Russian behind my back, and I am definitely not someone who would say that can confidently speak Russian. So я могу немножко по-русски говорить, но немного. I can tell you guys about the Caucasian yogurt, or not the yogurt, the kefir. It's some kind of fermented yogurt at length, because I learned that from the book. But strangely enough, when my son was born on the 4th of February, I rushed into the hospital, state hospital, so it's a fucking concentration camp. And I say that with 100% confidence. I have zero respect for the state for leaving our state hospitals in such a condition. Anyway, I digress. So I went in, I held my son in my arms, They patched up my wife. I met them both in the ICU. Everything was fine. I mean, at that time, it seemed everything was fine. But anyway, everybody's healthy now. So let's just leave it at that. And they kicked me. They kicked me out of the hospital around midnight because it's COVID, and you cannot be there. And my mother-in-law calls, and my father-in-law is on the line as well. And I spoke 15 minutes because they do not speak any other languages. I spoke 15 minutes fluent Russian with them, and they understood everything, and I understood everything. So I was in some kind of a trance or some kind of another mind state, and I could talk with them fluently in Russian. I was like, what the fuck? My mind must have been in some kind of a different state. And I was like, and when my wife got out of the hospital, I was like, oh, by the way, I spoke with your mom and dad last night. It's like, oh, really? What did you talk about? And I just in detail told her what I said. He said, and I was like, what the fuck, you? Since when did you learn to speak Russian this good? I was like, I don't know. Must have been the heat of the moment. Speaking of which, tomorrow, I have to travel to out of the city 1.5 hours with the long distance bus to get the fucking vaccine. This is an absolute disgrace. Absolute disgrace. In other news, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I learned yesterday that Valrak got into this SJW cancel culture business. Him saying the word, you know what word? It starts with F and ends with agate, just to keep the YouTube algorithm in the dark. A bundle of sticks. At first, I didn't know that was the PC equivalent of the word I just said in 2 parts. But yeah, a bundle of sticks. The cigarette in the British English, if I'm not mistaken. And that must have happened. The cleanup on Valrak's part must have happened extremely fast, because I was searching far and wide on the internet, and there's nothing about it. Patenus. So we are down to the letter N, and I was searching for it, and I was like, "There's nothing." The only evidence of this happening was, in fact, what Asmogan shared on his Discord. The very stunning and brave apology post, and him saying that he's going to nuke his underhive part of the Discord, which is basically for the plebs, meaning that those people reside there who are not his YouTube member, who's not his YouTube member, the paying customers, basically. And I was thinking, I had a whole night to think about this, and I should be thinking about more useful things, to be honest. But my mind goes a little bit here and there, especially in the night. And I was, since we're talking about the UK, rightfully so, what Nathan X2000 has also pointed out, that he could have gone to jail, or at least prosecuted, for what he said. That word, which is a derogatory term for people how should I put it? Attracted to the same sex. Because in Hungary, we just do not care at all. If you kept, I mean, why would you even search for news about Hungary? But let me fill you in how much we don't fucking care about this whole postmodern Marxist bullshit that's going on in the world. We had an artist who erected in one of the most troublesome districts, which is District 8 in Budapest, erected a BLM statue, which was a miniature replica of the US Statue of Liberty. It was from head to toe painted in the rainbow colors, and it was kneeling, and the tablet or slate in her arms said BLM. I'm not even going to say it here. Excuse me. So yeah, that statue lasted an hour, or maybe less than an hour, and it got destroyed immediately. So they erected it. They had this official, like, okay, here's the thing. Be happy with it. They went there, and alt-right people went there, and basically just kicked it off of the stand. It fell in. I mean, I don't know what was the material it was made of, but it just got demolished in less than an hour. So this is how Hungarians do not care of any of this shit which going on in the West. Which reminds me, if you want to migrate here because you had enough, you're welcome to do so. You just need to have some kind of a PCR test, a negative, or having a vaccine ID. Oh, it seems my son is waking up. I hope not. He's here nearby because he loves sleeping in the baby carriage. And he's only willing to sleep there. And it's like, oh no, I might need to hop out for a couple of minutes soon, but I will be definitely coming back. So let's just hurry up. We are now down to the U. All right, I think this is decent. I just need more water and more white. So yeah, let's see what Nathan wrote. Pelesnuk the Brave. What? I'm totally out of context, guys. Weird thing is, my friends call me that word. And if they ever get pulled up about it and get into trouble, I'll fight tooth and nail to defend them. Basically, you're right, Nathan, because, I mean, I don't know if there's any Hungarians watching, but we also have that kind of derogatory adjective towards other people. It's fuck. Say it. Okay, I'm gonna say it. We say buzi. YouTube doesn't know Hungarian, so it's like so it's like, no, what are you? Are you? It's like that. That köcsög, meg mit tudom én. So these are like the Hungarian ones, and nobody bats an eye. Nobody a flying Rooney about that. And in the West, if I would say this, or if I would like jokingly, like guys locker room talk, I mean, I would be cancelled in 3 seconds, and in the UK, I might be even jailed. was like, "Oi, do you have a license for that? To say that? Do you have a license for that?" No, sir, I'm not. No, sir, I'm not. No, sir, I don't. Because it's getting late and my English is getting ever worse. Nathan is the fusion dance sexuality. What? Brother Doctor, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm in the dark. I am in the dark. Please explain yourself. Okay, what? So let's just decipher this. Fashion, dance, sexuality. Write me this on the Discord because no one will. The YouTube algorithm is not not going to catch you on this one. But I have no idea what you guys are talking about. So anyway, back to Valrak. He deleted that, or I don't know. The stream is nowhere to be found. Video of him saying that word is nowhere to be found. He was allegedly trolled by a super chat to say this because he wasn't thinking, he was just reading. And then a knee-jerk reaction, I think he went into panic mode because whoever trolled him, either he wasn't thinking about what he is getting Valrak into. And listen, I don't like Valrak. I think he's a stuck-up prick. I'm just going to say it. But I mean, I don't want him to be canceled, and I don't want him to be subject to physical harm. That is why I wished him well. After I learned he had this accident of falling down from the roof, because last time I interacted with him, we basically told each other to fuck off and stick Dorn's missing hand up each other's ass. Yeah. And once I heard that immediately, I was like, oh, dude, I feel bad. But so I don't want him to get it. We might disagree or we might like each other, but that doesn't mean it's like, oh, good, I wished he broke his neck out and such and such. No. That's not who I am. So bygones be bygones. I don't know. I'm still unsubscribed. I'm not going to subscribe to Valrak, whatever he does. Plus, he's shilling for GW like hardcore. He's the clunky Fred, I think, because he's doing GW's work for free. He's the official mascot of GW. At least I think he thinks he is. And as far as I know, he doesn't even like him that much. Somebody said in the chat, maybe it was Nathan. And yeah, and he deleted that shit with the speed of light. Then these SJW morons, whom I envy because they have all the time in the world, they went to his Discord, they fucking dug up comments of deleted users from years ago saying that Adolf Dribbler did nothing wrong and Dribbler was right, and Benito Swagolini and Joseph Stutton and so on and all sorts of, well, derogatory comments about trans people and whatnot. And those dudes were long gone from the server. And those, whoever they were, these SJW private detectives, these data miners, got to those pictures, and I don't know the sequence of events that happened, but maybe after that, Valrak nuked that part of the server where these pictures were, and he stated in his apology that, well, this is the pictures were kept there so that everyone. And yeah, now the peasant part of his Discord is nuked because of that. And he did this in like a day. Jesus. Let's catch up with the chat. Whoops, sorry. He spelled fusion wrong. Basically, he's saying I go both ways, which I do. I see. Eyebrows, wink, wink. I get confused by pronunciation. That's my fault. Trying to apply consistency to English spelling. That's good. That's always good. Welcome, G Police, to the chat. Do you need both PCR tests and COVID passports, or just one or the other to move to Hungary? Well, first of all, you need to have a permit. This is the. Oh, that's my son. Will he wake up? Oh, thank God. I need to be more quiet. So, I think you need to go to the. Oh, what the fuck is it called in English? Immigration office, of course. You need to go to the immigration office to get a temporary permit. Traveling in Hungary, traveling to Hungary, we would like to travel to Russia, and nobody gives a flying fuck about vaccination passports. What you need definitely to enter the country is a negative PCR test. That's 100% sure. There are some bilateral negotiations going on with some of the European countries to mutually accept each other's vaccination passports. But I would love you to go, G Police, to the Hungarian consulate wherever you live, and just give them a call and basically ask. What the hell is now with traveling, because it's very hectic. I'm more than sure you will need a PCR test. And to move to Hungary, I mean, do you mean travel to Hungary or to move? Because to move, you would also need a permit and a place to stay, income, and so on and so forth. So yeah, it's not that simple, but my wife did it, so you can do it as well. Oh yeah, I said something non-offensive, but because I had my trademark cursed arch face PFP, they yeeted me from the server. Yes, I heard this story. So Nathan basically got kicked out of Valrak's Discord because he was flying the wrong avatar. And while I mean wrong avatar, I really mean Arch's face. And that was enough for Valrak to yeetus deletus Nathan, which is actually a very, very dickish thing to do. If you would be flying, like, for example, the swastika, that swastika, what I mean, the NSDAP, the Nationalsozialistische Arbeiterspartei variant, and not the Indian variant, or the hammer and sickle, because come on, that's just as bad, then I would say, okay, it was a reasonable thing to do. But come on, it was a parody, I would say. I mean, Nathan comes and goes with that avatar, and I find nothing derogatory about it. It's funny, but somebody doesn't get the joke. For example, Valrak, and yeah, and basically he cleaned up his quote unquote act so fast that that basically everything is gone and only the apology post is there. And I find this fucking hilarious because, I mean, whoever did this to him, he did it at the beginning of Pride Month, because there is such a thing as Pride Month. What the fuck? Any, as mentioned before, I'm a Hungarian. I don't give a fuck about these things. And well, if there's Pride Month, there should be, there should be the opposite of that as well. If there is Black History Month, there should be veterans of the Second World War who freed us from tyranny month, who were mostly white people. Jewish History Month as well, but there isn't. So let's not just go down that rabbit hole, because like I said, this is not your typical American stream. This is the true free speech stream, but since I need to be careful what I say, which is I find absolutely mind-boggling, I'm not gonna go down that road, because I've spoken about the Warhammer is for Everybody campaign back in the day. I think it was like when this whole George Floyd shit went down. I spoke about the BLM movement in one of my streams in connection with this Warhammer is for Everybody shit show that GW issued out, and my channel got buried in the algorithm for a half a year. I did not get subscribers for like months, not even one. I mean, that's not true. I got one, I would say, every week. One. When I got at least 10, or maybe more. I mean, I'm not a big channel. The topics which I cover don't really appeal to most of the people. I'm still trying to find out what appeals to you guys as well. There, by the way, there is going to be a reaction video coming up, and I know you guys love reaction videos, because everybody loves reaction videos. The new Chaos Gate. Chaos Gate, man. There is, I just saw some clips. Wolflord Rowe did a video on it, and I said, okay. And I started, okay, this is too cool. I need to have a calm moment when I can sit down, watch this, and film myself watching it, because, you know, content. And Chaos Gate. So look out for that. It's a remake of a game from 1998, a Warhammer game. It's Chaos Gate Demon Hunters. I think that's what it's called. So Chaos Gate Demon Hunters, looking forward to watching that video, and there's going to be a reaction video as well. So look out for that. I've also scripted my 60-second lore if you ain't got time for more Emperor's Churn episode. So the second Legion is going to get a YouTube short video as well, because YouTube shorts are a thing. As much as I don't get that much money out of it, I like making shorts, and I'm basically going to imitate Scatman Joe in that. If you have not seen my first episode, The Dark Angels, because I'm going from Legion to Legion. The first Legion, Dark Angels, 60-second lore. I recommend you guys to check it out. It's hilarious. My voice is not sped up at all. I talk that fast. So yeah. Oh, I'm just, this fucking pixel here. Can I get it? Can I? Perfect. Perfect. Just a little bit here. Just a little bit. Be my little... My friend, Patness. I hope you like it, Nathan. I hope you like it. And man, this Custodes, I'm going to remember this Custodes for quite some time. This This I'm going to remember. It's not about the money. I know it's not about the money, but that means a lot to me. A lot. What is this? What's flying here? What is this? Oh, it's gone now. Some kind of a bug. It's Nurgle. Oh shit! Nurgle's here. The flies of Nurgle. Patness. Well, you can tell your friend. Shit, I kicked the stand. You can tell your friend that he's now immortalized in a very, very badass Shadowkeeper Custodes. So, guys, let's have a roll call now. It's not about the money, it's about sending the message. G Police, badass. I may be able to do that. Hungry sounds great. Well, okay, let me just break it down real quick. I don't know where you're coming from. I really don't know where you're coming from, so you might just want to tell me as a reference what's your country of origin so that we can talk about it. And I can give you a quick rundown of this country. USA. Dude, are you really sure you want to come here? I mean, USA is fucked, but I don't know which part would you like to migrate from, assuming some liberal state. You name the state, or would you like to stay anonymous regarding that? It's like, if it's Michigan, I totally understand. Okay, so while G Police is doing that, let's just put, because we have to respect your brushes. I'm near DC, lol. Okay. First of all, condolences. Second of all, here's a quick rundown of Hungary. We are basically a transit zone. Let's just put it that way. We are playing on both sides. So we cater to China, we cater to Russia, but we also cater to Germany, because Germany has all the factories here, all the car factories, and they love them some slave labor, cheap European labor. So jobs are like, if you speak languages, then multinational companies like Vodafone, Unisys, German companies as well, but they prefer German language. So you cannot just come here with speaking one language. There is an instance if you would like to be hired in some company, speaking good languages is good. Speaking English is a must, because usually these companies operate using English as a business language. But yeah. What else? Oh yeah, state healthcare, forget it. They say that free healthcare, fuck that. There's no such thing as free healthcare. You will be taxed to hell when you work here. Most of your pay, at least 1/3 of your pay. Well, okay, it's fine. What you say? I could drive semis or taxis. Well, sure. Hungarian language, if you would need that as well if you would like to go into taxi business, because there's not a lot of tourists now that COVID's going on. Anyway, getting back to my rant about my sorry ass country. So 1/3 of your pay, if you are employed by a company and you're not self-employed, is going away for taxes. Healthcare tax, social security, and the general tribute to the king, to our Lord and Savior Viktor Orban. Anyway, and For that, you get some benefits. For example, state healthcare. Well, forget about it. State healthcare, you go to die in. My son almost died in state healthcare when he was born. So it was just dumbass luck. He is Cyphus Kane 2.0, basically. Sorry, Caiaphas Kane. I always say Cyphus Kane. He's basically Caiaphas Kane 2.0. Healthcare is shit. Education is shit. It's being privatized by the one party system we have now, because the minority opposition is just a bunch of dumbasses. We cannot get rid of this government. Elections are coming up next year, so we had the #1 COVID death rate in the world. In the world, we had the most deaths related to COVID a week ago. We are now #2, so yay! This probably will cost the government its power, but the deep state is so how would you say, so complexly, if that's even a word, in every segment of life, that the whoever comes to them will not be able to govern this country. So the whole thing will fall apart really fast. So multinational companies, support work. If you know programming, that's fucking awesome. You can get a job immediately. And service industry. Well, the service industry is basically dead now because of COVID. It's just getting restarted. You need to be vaccinated. If you have the vaccine ID, that's cool. Then you can work. Basically, not all companies require that, but it's good to have. And of course, traveling. I don't know if you need a visa here from the US. Probably not, because come on, it's the US. But you will have background checks. You need to have an income. You need to be eligible to work here. But everything goes through the migration office, the immigration office. So I would say get in touch with your local Hungarian embassy and go to the Hungarian immigration office website, switch to English language, and have a good read. That's what I would say. But we have the highest value added tax in Europe, plus one of the highest income taxes as well. And what you get in return, state healthcare, everything with state in it is horseshit. So I'm also trying to get into private healthcare because I don't want to die. Oh man, you have to get vaccinated? You don't have to get vaccinated. It's not mandatory. It was just now that our dear leader said in the radio that the state is now pushing all the responsibilities on the individual. So basically, we are following a Russian model because Putin does the same in Russia. So it's becoming an individual responsibility if you get vaccinated or not. Of course, if you're vaccinated, there are privileges, and if you're not vaccinated, you're kind of a second-class citizen. So we are not vaccinated with my family because fuck that. And I cannot go to the zoo, I cannot go to the cinema, I cannot sit in cafes or restaurants at all. And a couple of other things. I mean, I don't really care. I usually order my food online. I mean, movies suck. I will not give money to go to the cinema because movies are just that horrible nowadays. And we have terraces. Every service industry unit, restaurants, pubs nowadays, just do terraces. And if you sit in the terrace section of the restaurant, you don't have to be vaccinated. You didn't even need a mask. But if you would like to sit inside, they need the Ubermensch, as I call it, to sit inside. But you will be served without a mask outside, sitting on the terrace. So it's kind of wacky. Anyway, so you're kind of a second-class citizen if you're not vaccinated, but on the other hand, you're not. And when you put on a mask, even if you're vaccinated, you have to put on a mask. And a mask magically solves things. So I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Anyway, go to the immigration office, the Hungarian one, switch to English, have a read, plus call your embassy and the Hungarian embassy and just have a talk with them. That's all I could say. I mean, I don't know. We would like to leave this country, so I don't know why would you like to go there. Then, but yeah, it's your own free choice. In the meantime, Brother Doctor wrote, Hungarian should be pretty hard to learn as a non-Indo-European language with quite a few features that would not recognize here as Germanic speakers. Dude, I have no idea where the fuck did Hungarian came from, because we're kind of like, we were here in the Carpathian Basin for I don't know how long, then we migrated to Siberia-ish, we mingled with the Russians, and in a couple of 100 years we came back, and we tricked the Slovaks into handing over the whole Carpathian Basin, and they are very mad at us for that 1,000 years later as well. So, man, I don't know where Hungarian comes from. So, roll call for the Custodes kill team. The double-bladed badass painted as, I mean, the Warden model, painted in old gold. This is the only model painted with Vallejo old gold. Goes to Asmogan. Thank you very much, Asmogan, for the $30 worth of super chat in my last stream. Well, good luck topping Nathan now. Next up is Shiva's recommendation, who is one of my top tier patrons. The $5 contribution from last stream, saying that give the dude a generic name. Well, Uncle Bob, thank you very much for the super chat and being my top tier patron. And of course, the one and only Petness Custodes, named Petness, donated by Nathan. I mean, the name was donated by Nathan, but also Nathan donated 100 English pounds to the channel. Dude, you're awesome. And I know it's not about the money, but I am still kind of dizzy after that. The Custodes named Petness will be a, how would you say, central figure in my 6-man kill team roster. And in the 200-point commander matches, I'm not bringing commanders, but I'm bringing 6 of these boys. So Petness is definitely going to be on the table all the time. And of course, the randomly generated names as well. The leader of the Custodian kill team, Sanesh or Sanash. These are official Custodians names, by the way. I took them from the Kill Team Elites book, and they're on the name chart. Next up is a very, very funny name, Brother Drund. Don't ask. I rolled a 13 on a d20, so lucky 13, Brother Drund. Drund, I don't even know. Let's say Brother Drund. It's more badass. And last but not least, my spear guy, probably a combat and veteran, is Brother Calaxor, also a official name from the Kill Team Elites book. He is looking badass. And if you're wondering why aren't they based, well, I'm going to tell you guys one more time, because they are the Shadow Keepers. And since the base reflects the environment of where they are in the cellars, the dark vaults of the Imperial Palace, where it is pitch black 24/7. So they are based. And I don't care. So this was part 3 of the Custodes naming stream, and we will be finishing up the painting. Basically, we are done. Moving on, the next painting project, I don't know if people like having their names or suggested names on figurines. This is a wonderful opportunity to me as well to earn some money off of YouTube apart from what I do and getting my goal closer to realization, which is basically a decent streaming rig plus lights and lighting. Nathan just jump started the lighting project basically single-handedly, and also covering future tournaments and battle reports on the channel. Next week, probably I'm gonna move the streams on to Saturday because Friday is a working day. Now I'm starting my new job on Monday, and I am going to continue with my demon kill team. I already have painted up. These are painted up using contrast paint. So here's my bloodletter icon of Corn Bearer and my, what is it called? What's the sergeant model of the bloodletters? Help me out, guys. I don't know. Anyway, the sergeant model of the bloodletter plus a simple bloodletter here. As you can see, if the camera focuses on it, I just batch painted these because I did not want to spend. Here we go. So this is basically 90% contrast paint. I used corn red or what is it called? Flesh Tears red or Mephiston red. I don't know. The next time I'm going to paint a bloodletter, I'm going to have paints screen, and the Hellblade is also a double blend of contrast paint, and basically there's only a wash on it, Nuon oil. And yeah, I didn't want to do too much with these since I have 50. The tongue is, I think, Corex White, Druchii Violet. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. And I have here the bloodletter icon bearer. Also, this is not contrast paint. This is, I think, Retributor Gold or Old Gold, but the rest is contrast. And also the Hellblade is with the same. I think a little bit of more wash is needed here because, oh no, the camera is just not picking it up. It's washed, so it has a cool wash. The Custodes here on the right side of the screen just catch all the focus, so I cannot focus on this thing properly. So yeah, here we go. Here it is. So I have a half and a half kill team of bloodletters and plague bearers, and the plague bearers still need to be painted off. Not to mention I have pink horrors as well, and pink horrors split into blue horrors, which split into brimstone. So fuck me, I need to paint off these guys if I want to field them. So next week I will be probably try to paint a plague bearer using contrast paint and some auxiliary paints from the Citadel range. So yeah, that is going to be for next week. Plus, if GameMat.eu ships the game mats and the pre-painted resin terrain, I will be recording LVO style battle reports, and yeah, I'm gonna be presenting them to you guys. I hate when I roll a 1, when I need to roll a 2+. Oh, good. I love these dice. Very good, because Custodian is always roll 2+, and so on. We are going to be doing lore as well, moving on with the 60-second lores, and I'm will be writing my next fan fiction, which I'm going to be collaborating with Vox in the Void again. It's going to be a Custodian story again, mixed with Imperial God. The thing is, without giving out too much information, is that a 3-man squad of Aquilin shield host Custodians are going to suddenly appear out of nowhere to keep guards alive. And that's the premise, without giving out too much information. So just to put this away and calling it done today. The stream has been going on for 1.5 hours. I would like to thank every single one of you who are kind enough to join me. And I just want to make sure that I am not missing anyone. Let's just quickly have a look. Okay. Good. Just want to ensure that I am not missing the last mid-tier patron who subscribed to my Patreon, but I will just blabber on about the ways you can support me. You can either join my Patreon on patreon.com/killteamhungry. Hold on, might be application. All right, so sorry about that. I needed to authenticate myself on my other email, and let me just quickly have a look at something, and we'll be up my here we go. So thank you very much for staying with me on this and bearing with me. So a huge shout out to my new Rob3, who joined my Patreon as a stout suit tier member. So shout out to him. Thank you very much for your support. And of course to Shieva, Nathan X2000, Mr. Grizzly, and Skirmitar, who is in fact a Hungarian. Also to my other patrons as well, since they are also there, does not recommend them to be shouted out just in the credits, but fuck it. Gáspár Bálint and Sci-Fi Law, who have been with me from the very beginning of my Patreon career. And to all of you guys, thank you. Without your help, this would be much harder. Basically, I brought new brushes and equipment. It's going to make my job painting these one model. But Nathan's just been, off the charts today. You can always give me a super chat via the live streams. And of course, if you do that, I would recommend you submitting a fantasy name which is appropriate, is YouTube appropriate, and you will be featured on one of my figurines. So if you want to be immortalized and appear in tournaments, which I will be regularly visiting, your name will appear on the figurines. So yeah, if you would like to support the channel non-financially, you can always give it a like, give every video a like, share it around. I will be covering the future of Astartes and the future animation projects. Probably I will need to subscribe to Warhammer Plus. Excuse me while I puke. Anyway, if I want to keep this channel rolling, I think I need to do that. Anyway, yeah, give the channel a sub, give the videos a like, share it around, and keep an eye open for my future content, because sponsors are coming to the channel. RTLW, cromlech.eu, and GameMed.eu. These are pretty good names out there in the market. They're just coming to the channel and giving me stuff so I can make more quality Warhammer content. So I'm all over the place a little bit, so lore, live stream, painting tutorials, Warhammer animations, whatever. But yeah, I would like to please everyone. So that's that. Thank you very much, G Police, for the compliment. What I do is not much, but at least it's honest work. With that said, guys, I've been rambling about for 1 hour and 40 minutes. Sorry for losing my shit. At one point, I just got overwhelmed a little bit emotionally, but I managed to man up and continue to scream. Yeah, and I think this was a very successful stream. And officially, I am done with Custodes. So all I need to do is take these boys to, take these boys to my spraying area, give the names a nice varnish, and then off we go to bust some heads in. And now I even have the dice to do it. So I would like to wish all of you a very good night. Wish me luck tomorrow. I'm going to get my first vaccine. And after that, I'm going to spit myself in my mirror image for doing that. Anyway, it's for selfish reasons. See you guys next time. And of course, the Emperor protects. Good night, everybody. Love you all. Have to do it, G-Police, have to do it. Don't worry, it's the Russian one, so it's not the one that causes blood clotting. Anyway, arrivederci.